Think junk food only affects your waistline? Think again. Today we're diving deep into the startling effects of those sugary and salty treats on your skin. From unexpected acne flare-ups to the science behind that post-binge dullness, we're revealing it all. And if you think it's just about external appearances, wait till we uncover the internal chaos junk food wreaks on your body. Curious? Keep watching. But before we jump in, please note that everything mentioned in this video is unbiased, fact-checked, and reviewed by qualified health professionals. The gut-skin axis. Let's start the discussion by exploring the physiology of the gut-skin axis, and we promise not to bore you with too many details. The gut-skin axis is the physiological connection between the gastrointestinal tract and the skin. Both the gut and the skin have protective mechanisms, such as the skin's epidermal layer and the gut's mucosal lining, that help maintain the proper function of these organ systems. In addition to their distinct barriers, both the digestive system and the skin host diverse microbiota native to their respective environments. These microbes help maintain normal skin and gut homeostasis, while also stopping the growth of foreign pathogens. As shared by modern research, a phenomenon known as leaky gut syndrome can occur when the digestive system experiences an alteration in its normal physiology and function. Leaky gut syndrome is a condition where the lining of the small intestine becomes damaged, causing undigested food particles, toxic waste products, and bacteria to leak through the intestines and flood the bloodstream. This occurs when the intestinal barrier becomes more permeable or transmissible and creates microscopic passages to the outside environment. With a leaky gut, the internal content of the digestive tract makes its way into the bloodstream, carrying countless amounts of toxins, bacteria, and undigested food molecules. And just as you might have guessed, these substances also make their way up to the exterior organs, including our skin. When gut substances reach the skin barriers, they start to accumulate and disrupt the normal skin microbiome, leading to the development of blemishes and certain skin conditions, such as eczema and psoriasis. Although the exact mechanisms and causes behind leaky gut syndrome aren't fully uncovered, poor diet, alcohol, stress, and environmental triggers are all known to have a poor impact on gut health. Junk food and skin. So now that we know a thing or two about leaky gut syndrome, let's examine how popular junk foods like chips and ice cream bars can influence our internal physiology. Clogged pores and acne. Junk foods are notorious for their high glycemic loads and processed sugar content. When our bodies encounter sudden sugar spikes, we begin to release excess amounts of insulin. High insulin can create system inflammation in the body and cause the release of androgenic hormones that play a part in producing sebum in the skin. This complex pathway can lead to excess oil production, pore clogging, and the appearance of new acne breakouts. Dull and lackluster skin. Along with inflammation and clogged pores, junk foods can be the secret culprits behind dull, dry, and lackluster skin. How, you may ask? When we get into the groove of eating junk food, we sometimes overlook the presence of other food groups, such as vegetables and fruits. Given that junk foods are typically low in essential minerals, nutrients, and vitamins, our skin's optimal functioning can start to decline. From decreased collagen production to a compromised skin barrier, our skin's overall appearance and aesthetic will be noticeably impacted. Over time, these changes can become the new norm and create a dull and lackluster complexion. Skin hydration and junk food. Have you ever wondered why your skin feels tight or dry after indulging in a junk food feast? When we dive headfirst into a sea of salty fries or pretzels, we might forget about the impact it can have on our skin's hydration levels. Excessive salt intake can have a dehydrating effect on your skin due to its diuretic properties, which increase your urine production and can potentially lead to dehydration if you don't compensate by drinking more water. Not only does this make your skin dry, but it also accentuates the appearance of fine lines and wrinkles. You'll notice that the skin around your eyes is particularly sensitive to this, appearing duller and more wrinkled. So, the next time you're enjoying a bag of salted chips, remember to pair it with a glass of water to keep your skin healthy and hydrated. Impact of alcohol and junk food on skin. While not technically a food, we can't ignore the impact alcohol consumption, often a companion of junk food binges, has on our skin. Alcohol is a diuretic, which means it encourages the body to lose more water than it takes in. This can lead to dehydration, which, you guessed it, can leave your skin looking dull and lifeless. Moreover, alcohol can also dilate your blood vessels, leading to redness, puffiness, and an uneven skin tone. Chronic heavy drinking can cause these blood vessels to overdilate, resulting in persistent redness or even the development of spider veins. In addition, alcohol can disrupt your sleep, and we all know how important a good night's sleep is for healthy, glowing skin. When you skimp on sleep, it shows on your face, resulting in dull skin and dark circles under your eyes. So while an occasional glass of wine or beer isn't going to harm your skin, it's crucial to consume alcohol responsibly and remember to stay hydrated. Premature aging. Another common consequence of junk food binges is premature skin aging. According to studies, gut health can impact skin cell renewal, the production of collagen and elastin fibers, and the proper function of skin cells. As we've mentioned previously, junk and processed foods are rich in glucose molecules. These excess glucose molecules react with proteins and fats in a process called glycation, forming harmful compounds known as advanced glycation end products, or AGEs. Accumulation of AGEs can alter protein function in the dermis and cause photoaging effects, ultimately leading to premature aging and the appearance of fine lines and wrinkles. With this in mind, that bag of chips doesn't seem as appealing, does it? Impaired wound healing. Another phenomenon that happens to your skin when you eat garbage is all about your skin's ability to heal and regenerate itself. It's no secret that our bodies work in mysterious ways, but the internal workings become especially apparent when we experience disruptions in our regular physiological processes. Poor diet and malnutrition can have a significant impact on the wound-healing properties of our skin. Normal healing takes place with the help of essential key factors, such as collagen, fibroblast cells, and even vitamin C. Consuming excessive junk food puts our bodies into inflammation mode, leading to a decrease in the production of fibroblasts and collagen. With reduced production of these cofactors, we encounter delayed wound healing and compromised tissue regeneration. But fear not, because we can easily restore our natural healing abilities by resisting those delicious glazed donuts. Tips for good skin health. So, now that we have covered the various side effects of junk food on the skin, how can we enhance our skin health and appearance with a few simple tricks? First and foremost, it may not come as a shock to our viewers, but it's important to cut back on our daily or weekly junk food consumption. Yes, we too love the occasional tiramisu or a cream cheese bagel, but the key is to not make our junk food pleasures into everyday occurrences. Instead of chips and cookies, we can substitute these overly processed foods with fresh fruits and veggies. Freeze your berries to create a dessert that mimics the sensation of eating ice cream, or add salt to your veggies to make them tastier and mouth-watering. And last but not least, don't forget to hydrate to keep your skin looking simple and youthful. Try out our simple skincare tips and see if your complexion shows major improvements and a fresh new glow. And there we have it, folks. The gut-skin axis is much more than a myth or mere speculation. A disruption in our gut and skin barriers can lead to leaky gut syndrome and the dispersion of toxic substances into the bloodstream and up to the skin layers. As for junk food consumption, it can contribute to clogged pores, acne, dull skin, premature aging, and impaired wound healing. To promote good skin health, remember to reduce your junk food intake, incorporate fresh fruits and vegetables into your diet, and maintain proper hydration. But what's your favorite junk food guilty pleasure? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Thanks everyone for watching. If you learned something new today, consider subscribing and comment down below what you want us to explore next.